Hello everybody, Multiman37 back here with another review, this time of the deluxe trailer hoe and shift formula from Kamen Rider Drive. This is the legit final weapon of Kamen Rider Drive and his second powerful form, type formula, from Kamen Rider Drive, of course. A little bit redundant. This is the ginormous weapon and the shift car for type formula. So let's take a look at the box, then we will take a look at the shift car, and then the trailer hoe, all in the Rider Cam style. Hang on a minute as I adjust my belt. It's a little bit tight. I put it on so that I could show you everything. This is going to be the same style as the DJ Jew review from last year. So move all this junk out of the way. In front of the box, we have a picture of Drive type formula with trailer hoe and shift formula. The two modes, trailer mode and tie hoe mode. This side we got him with the three tire Kokon formula cars. This side we got him shooting the cannon. This side we got type formula. On the back is everything you're gonna do, and apparently this was on here. Get rid of that later, but yeah, you get the point. That's where everything is. So yeah. All right. So let me switch over to my Rider Cam, as I like to call it. You should know what this is called by now. And of course, not only did I get a phone call, but I was being interrupted by falling of the camera. So yeah, as you can see, I got my drive driver and shift brace already on me. Please do not fall over. And I have not one shift car holder, but two for the type changes, which I will show later on. But let's start with the shift car. Shift formula, which is based on a Formula 1 race car. Here we are. Here's a close-up of it. Very nicely done in blue paint. These little sections that are black here, there's nothing in between, so they had to put those there. Yellow paint right here. Spoiler back here. You do get the RI logos on the sides as well as the front. This is shift car 021. Flip it over. Get, of course, the shiny sticker. My head hurts from being in this angle because I'm literally tilting my head to the side. But yeah, this is kind of the same as Shift Wild, where the bottom is different from the actual color itself. So it has that going for it. Interesting to say the least. But yeah, let me just refocus here. There we go. So let's see what sounds this makes in the drive driver. So, and of course I already have my shift brace on. So now let's transform into drive type formula. Ishing! So now we get the F for formula, and we have become drive type formula. And now we get a new standby sound. With this, we can now shift up. And we can do the Hisatsu full throttle, which is a little bit dangerous to use directly in the drive driver in the show, but this is the toy, so risks are nothing. So that's basically it for the sound effects there. But, of course, Shift Formula makes sounds also in the Mahadoraiba. But before we start, let's become Kamen Rider Monk. Let's see. So now we can tie our Kokon with Shift Formula. Oh, I was wrong. This does do the regular blue light. And this says Kosoku, which means high speed. So, hit the button once. 4 times. Hisatsu. So let's take this out. And now we can use this in the brake gunner, so be careful. I'm about to. So let's become Machine Chaser for a sec here. So now let's insert Shift Formula. Well, it gave you a new noise. It said Advanced System, so this is pretty much in a class all its own. However, no new sound effects. It's the same as Next and Drive System, basically. So, no new sounds in the brake gunner, unfortunately. But I will not disengage the henching just yet, because you're supposed to leave the henshin engaged, because you also will need a weapon, specifically the trailer hoe. This is basically done out to look like a race car's trailer. Very nicely done. We got the front right here, a little bit thin, but it's supposed to be the handle, so it makes sense. With black paint for the windshield, silver paint right here. It's basically an oversized shift car, except whoa, that's not supposed to happen just yet. I don't think you want this on your shift brace, because this will weigh your arm down. You're supposed to use this as a weapon. But yeah, you also get a compartment for shift cars here, and a compartment up here, which has an opening panel. A clear window right here, but non-existent on the opposite side. That should not have been turned on. The on-off switch is right here, speaker right here, battery compartment right here, which cuts off the sticker, unlike on the other side, which takes 3 AAA batteries, not included. And of course, you do get the back door right here, which does open up and does have a ramp. And if you look carefully on the cab itself, there are actually advertisements for the different shipped cars, which is very unique. So you have in the lineup, and the symbol right here around it, the letters actually spell out Kamen Rider around the R-Rider logo. So we got Max Flare, Hooking Wrecker, Massive Monster, Colorful Commercial, Justice Hunter, Fire Braver, Burning Solar, Amazing Circus, Funky Spike, Dream Vegas, Midnight Shadow, Spin Mixer, Dimension Cab, Rolling Gravity, Road Winter, Mad Doctor, Rumble Dump, I accidentally drooled all over myself, and Deco Traveler. Okay. That's a mouthful. Try saying that 5 times fast. It's impossible. Okay. So let's focus it again. There we go. So now we can take a look at the sounds it makes. So I'll switch it back here. And you do get letters in here that spell out full. There's actually a mirror in here so that you can see what shift car is going inside, which I will show off later. But in trailer mode, if we hit the trigger here, you get a few sound effects. So those two same sound effects, and it'll cycle through 4 sound effects once you get past the revving. So those are the same 4 sound effects, and it'll cycle back to... Exactly. So, another feature is you can roll a shift car down the ramp. For this, I'm going to use the included shift car, shift formula, and you can open the compartment here and basically roll a shift car down the ramp. Once you do that, it'll actually unlock a new sound once you hit the trigger. Henshinda. And the second one, okay. So after that, if you were to run a shift car through this thing 10 times, you'll actually get a new sound effect, which I'll only do it once for the shift car, and then the rest I'll use my finger to hit the button. So you'll get good Shiftoka's Shuko, which doesn't change. Once that happens, it'll still activate the sound it was going to play once you load something. And as you can see, there was a window here, so you could, while the thing was flat down here, it was reflected, so you saw what shift car was inside. So now I'll just use my finger for the rest. And now, this actually does have a reader, but I will make a separate video for the different sound effects. However, I had to not spoil anything. If you were to try to fire with a shift car in here, guess I couldn't spoil anything. Guess I had to spoil something. It'll say Taiho Nishtamae, which means make it the big cannon first, but if you bother it any more than once, it'll say Ikagen Nishtamae, which means cut that out already. So it doesn't like the annoyance of you constantly hitting the button. I'm going to leave that shift car back in here. Oh, hey, not yet, you. Now to make it the big cannon, or the Taiho, you need to hit the button on the top of the front cab and slide it down. No variation of noises, but it will recognize that you're in cannon mode because there are actually 2 set of buttons. So whatever position this is in will hit one of the buttons. So now we are in big cannon mode, which this looks pretty badass. So the sound effects doesn't light up, but you do get sound effects. Interesting, right? But it gets better once you insert a shift car, like shift formula. And this, again, like I said, has a reader. So it'll say Formula Ho, and when you hit the button again, it'll do a little jingle for the type that you're in, or any other shift car, and then the firing. So, with that in mind, we can now activate our Hisatsu full throttle in this thing. To do that, open the compartment up here, and take 2 shift cars and set them in there. Since I don't have the shift formula set, I will use the first shift cars he used, Speed and Wild. So insert one. And you have to have two, otherwise it won't work and it'll get cut back to that. So now let's really activate the full throttle. You'll get full, hit the button. And again, you can see the shift cars inside. Actually makes it look like a hologram, too. You'll get that sound again if you hit the button any other time. Only way to reset it is to remove the main shift car in this section with the reader. And of course, unload the other two shift cars. So, yeah. Now, what about the other shift cars? Well, for type change shift cars, it'll actually variate for a big Taiho attack, which is normally seen with type Trideron, but I don't have that yet. So let's start with type speed, or shift speed, I should say. So you do get that. Now, while it does require you to use only one shift car for the first three type changes, I'll just use two for the sake of shits and giggles. So I will be using Wild and Technique. So there's the Speed Big Taiho. And just in case you're wondering, you cannot leave it in lever mode and put it in here. It will not fit. So it strictly has to be in car mode. So now we will move on to the other formations, which I'm just going to hold out like this since you already know what it's going to look like. Now we just went wild, baby. So now Speed and Technique, insert. Had something stuck in my teeth. Ugh. Now for Technique. Back to Speed and Wild in here. And I forgot to do the singularity attack. That's the singularity attack. Now, the other type changes that go past Speed Wild Technique do require two shift cars. So, good there. I'm going to put this back in the holder. So next up, something we did see, but not the finisher, Dead Heat. Actually, that explosion sounds really cool. So now, Speed Wild, here we go. For the rest of these, I'm just going to use my finger, because now that I don't have to switch out for so many cars, I'll just do it with my finger. That sounded wrong. I should have phrased that better. Yeah. Next up is a signal bike. I was going to use a viral core, but I'm going to save that for later when I do the video. So when you insert a signal bike, Maha-ho. So we get this sound effect. Very cool. Now he sets full throttle. Also, word of warning, if you have shift speed in here and you're going like this, like pretending that it's a cannon, what will happen is, whoa, I didn't mean to do it like that. The spoiler back here will get caught in the shift car that's behind it if it's the first one inside, so it won't really come out and it'll be stuck in like this, so you have to dig out for it yourself. So be careful of that, because that is a bitch to get out. Now, for the other shift cars, we have the Tire Kokon cars. Let's see what that sounds they make. Different sound, but again, the inedible is this. Same sound, that's why I say it, but still cool. Next up is Funky Spike. I am just having fun with this today, aren't I? It's gonna be a long one. Did not mean for that to happen. Throttle it up. And the last one for today, Midnight Shadow. So yeah, that's it for the sound effects, at least for now, because I will do another video for the different sound effects. So now, I can finally change back. Nice drive to YouTube belts on. So overall, this is really cool to have. It is a really, really fun toy. And with so many different sound effects it can make, thanks to the reader, there are just so many possibilities of sounds that this thing can make. So definitely pick this up. This is worth it, especially because it's the big finisher toy of the year. So I will see you guys later. Take care. You